if you wanted to move a little bit closer to that spectrum, a little bit closer to that end of venture capital or these private investments and increasing your risk for possible return, to your point, right? There's ways to move down that spectrum without having to go all in and jump into the deep end of a venture capital
and give up your liquidity,
give up liquidity and all the trade-offs that come from doing
more
that,
fees, right? More cost.
Exactly. Which, by the way, let's be honest, a lot of these people, like the whole strategy of like what they don't want you to know, like all those are sales tactics, because a lot of these groups have found out there's a lot of sucker money out there. There's a lot of people they can get to buy into this watered down strategy because they know how sexy this stuff seems. So again, before you go jump into that, I totally agree with what you're saying, Ryan, and saying there's ways you can kind of tweak it a little bit.
Let's explore it first.
Explore it, kind of incrementally move towards it.
Yeah.
But the one thing I will say to this is, I think we're taking this angle we're taking right now is a very rational, like, strategy. Like, we're assuming that people that are even asking about this are thinking about it in that way. And I don't think most people are. They're thinking about it from a psychological and emotional job, not like a rational, let's add some incremental risk to my portfolio type thing.
You're saying that someone comes away from a conversation, a meeting, and they're kind of just hyped on the emotional pitch that they heard, and then just being like, I'm going in, guys.
I think a lot of this is
send me in, coach.
I think a lot of it's mimetic desire. They're just trying to mimic. They're trying to mimic what they have modeled as like the sophisticated investor, right? Like they're saying like, oh, Yale, like, or let's forget Yale because they're an institution. They model in their mind whether it be an imaginary person or a real person, they're saying, I want to be like that guy, Peter Thiel. I want to be like that guy. So they think that they can achieve that, even though when you really break it down, like, sorry, you're not Yale, you're not Peter Thiel.